One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see, the winners of 10 straight, the Utep Miners, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Miners will put it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. The biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high.
Turning it on! Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Roberson. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to take off. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option, he'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Steps away to find some room. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
5 yards on. Fourth down coming up.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
Sneak gets it done.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak.
Number 91, set to kick this one off.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense in a bunch formation. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket, run a bootleg to the left, or he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make it even bigger.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man, it's Nelson. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Miners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wilson on the carry. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Utep. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room in under the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. For a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Fires to the big fella. Powers through. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The option look. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Got a man. It's Utep. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk Utep. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Miners in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry-up.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And the Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Gain of 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Miners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Dropping back, it's Roberson. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off play action on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utep. Fit it in the window for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a man. It's Roberson. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll run it with Wilson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Nelson. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. The give to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Never a doubt they lead the offense on the field. 4th and short from the 48. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Dolak and Rhett Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To throw, it's Nelson. That's reeled in, it's Odom. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. First down for the offense.
The Miners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Try to get it to the edge. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Utep! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Utep holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the back. Sweet cut there. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
And the Miners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Miners! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 14 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. With the catch, it's Morrow. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets rid of it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Roberson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
They'll try to run for it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. To the air, it's Nelson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the 1st. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.